Good morning. My name is Riana Nelson and I'm the Director of Learning Skills and Opportunities at Doncaster Council. Nobody can get away from the fact that 2021 has been a challenging year so far for all of us, including our schools, parents and young people across the borough. I want to start with saying a huge thank you to our dedicated teachers and school staff who has kept learning provision going within schools for our key worker children and all other children remotely. And of course to our parents who has endured the trials and tribulations of homeschooling throughout. And I know that some of you had to do that as well as you're working from home. As we prepare to start welcoming all our children back to school from next week, I wanted to give you a bit of an update. I've made a few notes, so I'll be reading some of that out. All of the measures you become familiar with back in September will still be in place when schools welcome children back next week, including dedicated bubbles, staggering pickup times, one-way systems, classroom windows being open for ventilation, and parents wearing face masks in the playground. There will also be additional safety measures in place to try and prevent any school-based outbreaks due to pupils and adults unknowingly carrying the virus without symptoms. These will include a series of testing procedures. All school staff are now testing twice a week. Secondary school pupils will also start to test twice a week when they go back. In addition to this, all households with school-aged children are now able to access home testing kits that will allow them to test themselves twice a week. I would encourage everybody to utilise these different testing programs as it really will make a difference in keeping the virus out of school settings. Due to the logistics of testing, most secondary schools are implementing a phased return from Monday, so you will have been contacted by your school to tell you how your child should be returning next week. Some secondary school students will also be asked from next week to wear a face mask in the classroom if they are unable to socially distance. Even with all these measures in place, it is inevitable that we will experience bubble closures over the course of the remaining term. I would ask that should your child's bubble close, you do follow the necessary guidance and keep them isolated for 10 days. We are all fully committed to supporting our children through this very difficult time, both from an education perspective, but also from a mental health one. All of our schools have taken part in specific training around trauma support so they can help any children and young people who have found the last few months difficult. So please do speak to your school if you have any concerns yourself. It is great news that the rates in Doncaster are starting to significantly drop. Schools reopening may have an impact on this downward trend, but we are hoping that if we all work together, the rates will continue to fall, even with more pupils back at school. So please, when you are doing the school run, don't use it as a chance to socialise at the school gates, drop your children off safely and leave the area as soon as possible. Try and avoid giving parents and children from other households lifts if at all possible, please. Thank you for all you continue to do to support our schools and our collective effort to drive the Doncaster rates of infection down. We are doing this for Doncaster. I look forward to seeing you soon. Please stay safe. Bye-bye.